know stories on how lead was discovered in Joplin, see? Of course, we called it Joplin Creek in them days, 'cause a young preacher, name of Reverend Harris G. Joplin, had a cabin upon the spring that fed into the creek. Well, now there ain't nothing up there that'd ever let you know there was a Methodist congregation that met by the spring. Anyway, one story has it that a slave boy found some rocks heavier than any he'd ever toted afore. Well, another story has it that a visiting miner found lead drippings right on top of the creek bed, where Indians had melted the stuff right out of the rock. Anyway, Joplin didn't really start growing till the pioneer miners, Moffett and Sargent, started their discovery shaft diggings on Joplin Creek, well, some 20 years later. And that bunch just naturally called their mess of tents and cabins Joplin Camp.
First, we were miners. Everything we put on top of the ground owed itself to what we took from beneath it. Parks, churches, stores, saloons, all were rooted in the mines. All were built on them. All were supported by them. For every dollar sunk into a new ground floor, a dollar was hauled from the mines below to back the venture. But then, we began to change. We had to. The mines were empty. Our load was playing out. Now the profits of our labor were pulled from the branches of business, industry, and other human offshoots of our earliest natural resource. We came out of the mines squinting, but when we grew accustomed to the light, we liked what we saw. We found ourselves between forest and prairie, at the crossing of America. Since then, many of our visions have become realities. You can see it in our parks and churches, our stores and nightclubs. All the people who live here bear testimony to the convictions of our founders. It is reflected in the roots our citizens have put down, and in the memory of those who may share only a few years with us. It's a feeling of belonging. Actor Dennis Weaver still belongs. Returning to his hometown community, Dennis assisted in kicking off the fundraising drive for the new Freeman Hospital Medical Center.
I want some earth beneath my boots again. I want to get back to my roots again. Back where I can feel the sun for 14 hours a day.
Addressing a banquet of approximately 800 people, Dennis spoke of his personal interest in Joplin, urging involvement and concern in building a better community. His personal efforts and contributions to the $1 million fundraising won't soon be forgotten.
People all around, 'cause someone's always there for any game you want to play.
Joplin today is a living, vibrant city, proud of its past and enthusiastic about its future. This optimistic approach to tomorrow is in part founded on the commercial strength evident in Joplin today. The FAG Bearing Corporation, whose parent company in West Germany is the world's oldest and second largest bearing manufacturer, selected Joplin as the site for their first U.S. plant. George Schaefer, president of FAG, had this to say about the selection of Joplin. Joplin was our final choice after a serious consideration of 94 other cities in the U.S. Naturally, in choosing a site, there were many factors to be considered. These included a strategic location, availability of raw materials, power, transportation facilities, climate conditions, a sizable, well-located site, and the labor market. While these are only a few factors, it was the last two items that, in the final analysis, after weeks of consideration, that caused us to choose Joplin. In a few words, it was the people of this fine community. The Richardson Candy House has a storybook atmosphere compatible with Joplin's history. The shop provides 100 varieties of candies, gift items, and antiques from showcases which are genuine antiques themselves. Each chocolate cream is still hand-dipped and marked according to its flavor, just as it was years ago. A family concern, the Jung Baking Company takes personal interest in the quality of their products. It's a company with the heritage of Joplin behind its quality and service. One of Joplin's most unusual industries, the Continental Clock Company, adds a personal touch to handsome, handmade grandfather clock cabinets. The finest walnut receives a hand-rubbed finish, a product of the unique crafts found in the Joplin community. Joplin is rapidly becoming the medical center for the four-state area. Many young doctors have relocated their practices and built homes in Joplin.
After completing the service, we had set down criteria where we would like to locate our family in the future. So we were looking for a town that we thought had a good school system, plus a new hospital situation where the facilities were modern. Arriving in the Joplin area, we found that we did indeed have one new hospital with plans underway to build a second new hospital. After talking to several physicians in town, there was a need for another physician.
Since health and enjoyment of life are closely related, Joplin is grateful for her excellent medical facilities. Such institutions include the present St. John's Medical Center, with its 100-bed long-term care facility, the Oak Hill Hospital, and the Freeman Hospital, with its firm plans for the new Freeman Medical Center. Joplin is also an educational center for the four-state area. Located on a 310-acre campus at the edge of our city, Missouri Southern State College meets the educational needs of the area student. It offers more quality educational opportunities with full participation in extracurricular life. Athletic programs, homecoming celebrations, parades, and the excitement to be found on a small college campus. Religion still plays a significant role, with 100 churches representing various denominations. The Ozark Bible College provides a Christian education to the many students who come from across the U.S. and foreign countries. Quality elementary and secondary schools offer nationally recognized educational programs. Students attending Joplin's elementary schools have an opportunity to discuss personal situations with the police department. Joplin's police chief, Bernard Kukuski, seems to have a particular empathy for children.
Have you ever actually met a police officer?
Our neighborhood police officer he always drives around. And
St. John's Medical Center is also a weekly gathering spot for cycling enthusiasts who enjoy the freedom of Joplin's uncluttered scenic beauty along the roads during their Sunday afternoon jaunts. Of course, Sunday afternoon also means canoeing. Canoeing provides family recreation with an opportunity to get outside and enjoy the fresh air and clear water streams which are found in abundance around Joplin. Recreational opportunities are as numerous as they are enjoyable. Some prefer the exhilaration of sailboating, while others prefer motorboating, water skiing, and swimming. For those who enjoy staying closer to home, 3 18-hole golf courses are accessible to residents living in the Joplin area. Lighted tennis courts, 5 municipal swimming pools, and a variety of playgrounds are also available. Since recreation is many things to many people, Joplin has 932 acres of parks, enough to accommodate a city twice this size. Joplin's location on principal, state, and federal highways, including Interstate 44, makes her easily accessible. A new 4-lane highway from near Joplin to Kansas City, Missouri, has also been recently completed. Joplin's Quality Air Service provides a schedule of daily jet service for connections with continental and transcontinental flights. Joplin's fine motels and motor inns have more than 1,500 rooms awaiting the visitor. The tourist can visit the scenic wonders such as caves, lakes, and historic landmarks. In downtown Joplin, a sculptured miner gazes silently over the lighted fountains in tribute to Joplin's past as a one-time lead and zinc boomtown. Downtown Joplin has gone through a continuing process of modernization and redevelopment. Well-stocked retail outlets with an excellent representation of nationally known products are surrounded by well-planned parking facilities. The contemporary shopping center, replete with ample parking, fine quality products, and quick service, is standard in Joplin today. Our newest major shopping center, North Park Mall, was completed 1 year prior to the centennial celebration in 1973.
A beautiful and talented young woman. Anita, would you come up a minute?
I'd like to thank all the people of Joplin and the people from North Park for inviting me here today. I'd like to express my congratulations to the people who worked on North Park Mall and wish them continued success. And right now, I think maybe it's time to christen the building, okay?